so she might join. What's up, guys? It's weekly Wednesday live stream. It's Mother Supreme right here. It is February 1st. Tomorrow's Groundhog Day. Tomorrow would have been my sister Kimberly's birthday. Happy late birthday, Kimberly. She would have been 20 or 37. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, but unfortunately, she passed away. So, anyway, guys, today we have with a special guest star, we have Chase.
Hello.
And then, of course, we have Casey.
Hello.
And whenever she is able to join us, we will have Maisie. So, guys, if ever at any time you are having problems with the stream, please refresh your screen for you, okay? Or please refresh your screens for me. Hey, Omar, what's up, Big Red Tower? Thank you, Tammy, for being here. Tammy, guys, real quick, before we dive into American Horror Story stuff, I wanted to say real quickly congratulations to Tammy Sifford. She is now our 6th admin in American Horror Story. Or excuse me, the Freaks of AHS and all that stuff. So Tammy is now one of us.
Mary or Chase, can you turn off the audio on the video because it's giving the feedback of the actual live stream?
Oh yeah.
No worries. I do the same thing sometimes all the time and I forget about it. So Jacob, love you, buddy. Gio, nice to have you here. WWE girl, nice to have you too. She has arrived. And so
is that better?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So guys, Tammy is our 6th admin, and Tammy, we also wanted to give a condolence shout out. Tammy unfortunately lost both of her grandparents, or her grandmothers, excuse me, today.
Within 2 hours.
Yes. So even though she is at home right now and she's in a very terrible place, she's still here with us. So we are trying to help her through this time. So thank you just everybody for being here. Casey, Chase, it's really glad to have you guys here as well. Don't forget to hit the like button, and let's start out, Chase, since you are our special guest star, and you will probably be the last special guest star for a while I am in edits for my book. What would you like to...
4th, 25th? What day does it come out? April 4th?
April 25th.
Oh.
Yes, the 25th.
Oh, someone's on top of it, I see.
Yeah.
Chase is a fan, Casey.
Yep.
You need to tell me as soon as possible when it's pre-orderable in physical form.
I told you will see the book jacket first, and then after you see the book jacket, it'll be available for pre-order.
Also, is it coming out in hardback and paperback, or
just paperback? It's extremely expensive to publish a hardback edition of your own novel.
Yeah,
and I'd rather wait to do something like that till, So yeah, just a softbound, sort of like how my Regina, Resurrection, and Repertory are.
Well, at least it'll match.
Exactly. So, Chase, since you, again, are our special guest star, what would you like to start talking about for our American Horror Story live stream?
Well, I think they should do the Phantom of the Opera for season 7.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody off the top of their head who's watching the stream knows if there's any true life events that happened in like an opera house or something such as that. Because that's what they would, I would assume that's what American Horror Story writers would do if they went with something like an opera house. They would pick something that happened in real life.
True, and plus I think Lily Rabbi should be the best Christine for Phantom of the Opera series for American Horror Story.
I know, and especially since she's pregnant, she really has that glow about her that makes her exceptionally beautiful. So I agree that she would play a great lead, especially how she's glowing right now. I think she would absolutely shine again as a starring role.
I don't see Phantom of the Opera coming for season 7 because I think they're going to do something original, but I think it would be cool to see a season that has some aspects just like from the play and the movie.
Well, yeah.
If I was in the show, I would play a bad guy.
I mean, wouldn't we all want to?
It would be nice to see them do again like they did in Roanoke with the fans, how they kind of interacted with the show somewhat.
Lady Gaga should have had more part in it, I thought.
It would be nice to, see her again starring like she did in Hotel.
I don't think.
I like her as a Constance.
I don't think we're gonna get much. I don't think we're gonna get much of Lily Rabe in season 7 because she's pregnant and she's gonna have the baby around the time the show comes out, or will have had it.
No, she's like, no.
Wait, how?
Okay, anybody
how many
in the
months?
comments know how pregnant Lily Rabe is right now? She has to be almost due.
I thought.
And
I haven't really seen any of the pictures, so I thought she just like.
If anybody, I'm going to just wait for it to catch up, but I'm going to Google it real quick. I'm going to Google it, and I'm going to find out.
She actually married to Evan Peters.
No, who is that? They're not married. That's
I thought she still had.
Oh, they made a spoof video about it.
I'm sorry, Lily Rabe pregnancy.
To be honest, I thought she was only like 2 months in. So,
Casey, have you seen pictures of her?
No, I just know that she's pregnant.
Honey, you can definitely. She's like 7 months pregnant by her last picture. I mean, Jennifer Connelly. It's so great to see you.
I still don't think we'll probably get a huge role from her, although I would like it. But another person I would like to see have a bigger role this season. Even though she was kind of the main character of last season, I kind of want everyone to get bigger roles this season because I don't think anyone really had big roles in Roanoke.
Because there were so many, yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of like an ensemble cast, but at the same time, all of the seasons are, except, does that make sense, kind of? But
yeah.
I really want diverse, different characters that are way different from everything we've seen before, because I think I want another kind of character-driven season. I'm looking at that, Mary. Whoa! Oh my god! Okay, yeah. She's gonna pop.
That's why we
hopefully Dennis O'Hara's back.
She's not gonna pop, dude. Don't ever say that to a pregnant woman, Casey. Anybody out there? I'm coming from somebody who's been pregnant. If you ever see a woman that's pregnant, never say to her, "My God, you look like you're gonna pop." We don't want to feel like an Oompa Loompa. Okay, tell them, "My God,
I don't mean that she's
so
fat. I just mean that she looks very pregnant."
Tell them, say, "My God, you look so small. How far along are you?" And then when they say, "My God, I'm about to have the baby," say, "You look so small. I thought you were only 6 months pregnant." That's going to give you a lot of praise. Trust me. That's what you want to say to a pregnant woman.
But for season 7, I kind of want to return to form. I want good big roles for our leading actors, Evan, Sarah, and Dennis, and Kathy, and Angela.
Well, and real quick, besides, I just want to say real quick, Lily Rabe marched in the Women's March a couple of weeks ago, and
I saw that.
Well, didn't you see that photo of her and her pregnant?
Saw the picture. No, I only saw like her head and like yelling, kind of. It wasn't really a yell.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
never saw that.
That's not 2 months pregnant. That's like 8 months pregnant.
I just really hope she's in the season because I wouldn't want to have to break it off to where only Sarah and Evan have been in all the seasons. I need my 3 people.
Yeah, Lily, Evan, and Sarah are the only 3 people to be in every single season.
I want to also see Violet and Nan too.
Yeah, I would love to see Thaisa Farmiga come back, and I would, especially since Vera is going to be done with the Bates Motel show. Now she's obviously done. They're done filming it.
I started watching that.
That's a great show. I loved season 4. Yeah. A lot of people hated it and dropped out because of it, but I again, if you like
season
writing
4 is
like
the
myself,
best season.
Yeah, it was a great season. Gio had a question, Casey.
I'm on episode 6.
I'm so sorry. Everybody is talking about that Gio had a great question, is there going to be a 7th season for sure? I know you cleared this up in the email and everything, but do you know 100% there's going to be a 7th season? Oh, absolutely, yes. It is a good to go, Gio. And we're good to go for season 8 and season 9. That is 100% confirmed from the FX studios, guys. So we are good to go for 3 more seasons.
And I know you could say, well, what if they cancel season 8 and 9? But no, I think there would be way too much backlash. They would never announce 2 seasons and then decide to go back on the word. That's just... Although, I do think it's kind of weird how some shows cancel the show and then they renew it again. Kind of like Scream. It got canceled and then they decided, no, we'll do season 3. So, I don't know. But Bates Motel season 5 starts, which is the final season, February 20th.
February 20th, yes!
I can't wait to catch up.
Mary, did you see the new trailer they released today?
Yes, I did.
Rihanna was in it, and it looks pretty great.
I know. I'm excited to see her in it, so, yeah.
Now, what's Emma in the Bates Motel movie?
It's called Psycho.
Psycho, yes. Psycho 1, Psycho 2, and Psycho 3, and then Psycho 4. But Psycho 1 and 2 are pretty good watches. It's not necessary to go past those first 2. So
Not
it's
necessary
only...
to go past the first one.
Hey, part 2 really was actually pretty good. I loved Meg Tilly. It was Meg Tilly in it. Her sister, Jennifer Tilly's sister. She was really good in it, and it had a good storyline.
Psycho 2 is not that bad. However, I don't think it really does the first movie justice.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Same. That's how I feel about 3, 4, and the remake.
I think they did it though for the fans, probably because the original Psycho, was so popular. They probably just wanted to capitalize on it,
I mean, I would too.
And I agree with Tammy Sifford in the comments that the original Psycho was the best. I don't really like the one with Vince Vaughn and Anne Hesh. I mean, I saw
that was a mess.
It came out on my birthday in 1999, so of course I gathered up a whole bunch of my friends, went to Austin and saw it for my birthday. But I didn't like it as much as the original, so, Alfred Hitchcock is really awesome. Black and white is the best, Tammy, I agree. So, okay, sorry guys, we'll get back into American Horror Story. So,
I would kind of like to see a season that was kind of like The Birds. Another Alfred Hitchcock movie. I think that would be awesome.
Ooh.
Yes.
Talking about like crows and stuff.
Did you guys ever see The Birds 2 with that chick from the He-Man movie?
I did not know there was is it an Alfred Hitchcock movie?
It's called The Birds 2 Land's End. No, it is not an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
I don't want to watch
That's why. It wasn't bad though.
It sounds awful.
Vertigo is probably one of my favorites of Alfred Hitchcock.
Vertigo is very good. I also really like Rear Window. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's Dario Argento did a pretty great take on it. It's called Do You Love Hitchcock? Do You Like Hitchcock? I think I have the movie upstairs, and it's one of my favorite Dario Argento movies. But in the movie, this boy is housebound, and he watches the movie Rear Window, and then he sees a murder happen across the street from his apartment. He's been following this girl that lives across the way, and it happens in her apartment, happens to her mom. And he kind of gets wrapped up in the whole thing because he sees it out of his rear window. So, yeah.
I've watched every single episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Wow, that shows you have good taste.
It's so
Never seen it.
Also, would anyone be interested in a season of American Horror Story that kind of was like the Twilight Zone?
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. That's a really great,
honestly,
different take.
I wish Ryan Murphy would I don't know exactly how they could do that. No, but I want him to. I want them to do a remake of Twilight Zone, but not a crappy one, a good one. Make Ryan Murphy do it, and I want them to put it on Fox.
Do we know what happened with his Bermuda Triangle show, Ryan Murphy's?
It will come out 2018, and it will be on NBC, and it's called The Triangle. But they haven't announced anything else, and the reason you haven't seen much from it is because it's an NBC show, and all of Ryan's other shows are Fox and FX, which of course are owned by Fox, of course, obviously.
Right. They're all run by the same parent company.
It doesn't really connect into his other shows at all because it's a completely different network. So they haven't said anything about it besides the fact that he's making a show for them called The Triangle. So the reason you haven't seen like Triangle coming soon on like the FX Instagram, Twitter, like the American Horror Story, Instagram's posting stuff about Feud right now.
Right.
If you didn't know. And that's why they're not saying anything about The Triangle. It's because it's not their show, so why would they promote it?
Yeah.
I'm excited for 2018 Ryan Murphy shows because there's the Return of American Crime Story with the victims of Hurricane Katrina. That's not the official title, but that's kind of what it's about, the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Also, I would love for American Crime Story to tie in to American Horror Story with just like the slightest bit detail. Like if they ever have another season take place in Los Angeles, if they would just drive by the murder house or something, I would be so pleased. And also, Hurricane Katrina is in Louisiana, so it happened in Louisiana. And I don't know, I sound really stupid right now. And you know what else is there? Coven. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought Kevin was in New Orleans.
Yeah, but I mean, if they can tie it in somehow, I'm sure they'll be in New Orleans at one point in the show.
That's if he does it that way. That's if he actually connects his shows like that.
Oh, I've got a really heavy feeling that Feud and American Crime Story take place in the same universe as American Horror Story. Because if you remember back in Murder House, on the murder tour, they passed O.J. Simpson's house.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like it has to have at least some like sort of tiny significance. And also seeing that the actors who Sarah Paulson, of course, is in American Crime Story and American Horror Story and Feud. So yeah. I think it kind of plays off that it's like Sarah Paulson's playing,
That reminds me, Casey. Okay, I want to say two things very quickly. Casey was so awesome to bring this up that I've checked, of course, the news about American Horror Story, and I got a couple of messages from fans asking about, is Sarah Paulson going to play 18 different characters this season? No, they're just.
It was an exaggerated show.
Right. It's just an exaggeration of what Ryan Murphy said about bringing together Murder House and Coven, and that the whole concept would probably have Sarah Paulson playing 18 different characters. So no, she's not playing 18 different characters.
She's playing 18 different characters. He's just saying that he's realized the amount of characters Sarah's been playing recently is kind of ridiculous.
I envy your wireless headphones, Casey.
I thank you.
That'll be a lot of makeup and hairdressing.
Honestly, Sarah Paulson can do anything.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So I also wanted to say real quick, guys, I ordered the poster that's going to go right there. I'm going to move Ash over, and then Marge is going to go in the middle, and my new American Horror Story poster is going to go right there.
Can you say what season it is?
No, I'll reveal it to you guys next Wednesday. It should be here by next Wednesday by the live stream. If not, it'll be here by Friday for Beyond the Heart next week.
So do I get to know before? Or
I don't know. Are you going to tell it? Well, though, you didn't tell everybody about Murder by Alpha. So, yeah, I'll probably tell you, Casey.
I'm really excited. Like, I don't know. I'm excited for you because, like, you haven't had a new poster in forever.
I know. And I'm really excited.
Also, I remember when your setup was in your closet and you had to switch out the posters for different videos.
That's right.
You've come a long way.
Long way indeed.
So, Mary,
American Horror Story for the new season. They should do based on a true story like The Conjuring. That was awesome.
I would love something like that, but I hope they wouldn't do The Conjuring because I feel like those movies are so popular. You know, they've got Annabelle 2 coming out, Conjuring 3 coming out. They're doing a movie about the nun that was in Conjuring 2.
And Insidious Chapter 4 coming out too.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And the Insidious movies are great. But I think that would be awesome if they did something that was historically related to horror, but I think they will because I think every season has played off actual horror events, like how Tate's based off a real person, and season, you know, everything.
Really?
I think, Tate's based off, you know, the Black Dahlia was in season 1, Coven, you know, you got Kathy Bates playing a real person, so did Angela Bassett, Freak Show, you know, Twisty, John Wayne Gacy, Hotel, don't even get me started on all the stuff. And then, of course, in Roanoke.
Hashtag RIP Mary's Closet.
I think that one's comment of the week this week. Mary, I'm hoping this will be one of the last times I have to ask you. Update on your new laptop.
Oh my God. Okay, so Blake, as I told you guys before, Blake and I are actually getting a new car as well. And so we're getting a new car and a laptop. So that's a huge, huge expense for us. So we're getting the car first, and then I can get my laptop. So we're looking
probably
this
a
week.
good idea.
Yeah, we're looking this week for a car. So as soon as we get it and drive away with it, which, Gio, going ahead and ask your question. I love you too, Christopher. As soon as we get it, then I get to drive in my new ride and go to Discount Electronics and get my new laptop.
Fancy, Mary.
Yes, and if you guys want to support me, go over to Fry's on Facebook, Fry's Electronics. You'll see that I totally slammed them with my video about how they suck and scam people. So
I went over there, and it was pretty great.
Yeah, I took the time to change the post to fit their post. So yeah.
And please subscribe for my videos too.
Yes,
you should.
Chase, if you wouldn't mind putting your a link to your account, to your YouTube or whichever, I will. I'd appreciate it. That way, if they want to come subscribe to you, they certainly can.
Cool.
When will Blake be on here? You guys talking about when will he be on the live stream? Never. One day he might actually surprise you, but never. So, oh, and just very quickly, Jennifer Conley got an Ash poster. Which one did you get? Tell me in the comments. So,
didn't Jennifer Conley play the girl in Labyrinth?
Well, I know, but it's not the Jennifer Conley.
I know. I'm just saying. Is that why your name's that, or is that your real name, or what? I'm curious.
Oh,
I don't think that's how you spell her last name, though. So.
I don't know. Hashtag
shout out to my mom. She might be watching this, so shout out to mom.
Shout out to Chase's mom. You're awesome. Your son is awesome. Jennifer Conley says you got the same one. So she says she is the actual Jennifer Conley from Labyrinth. And hey, you know what? If that's true, she's got one of the greatest comments on here. So she's got some cheek to her. Right on. So Chase, let's see. Philip says, what classic horror movie actor would you like to see in AHS? Philip wants to see Sigourney Weaver and Freddy Krueger.
That's a good one. I can't remember her name, but she's on the Exorcist movie. I can't remember her name.
Linda Blair?
Yes, Linda Blair.
Casey, what did you gasp about? You scared the crap out of me.
Steve B just has the best idea. Steve B 987. Return to Asylum.
And Robert Englund too.
Robert Englund would totally kick ass to have on the show. And I was just thinking about Brad Dourif because what was I watching him on recently? I think it was Trauma, Dario Argento's Trauma. Or he was, The Exorcist 3. That's right. I was watching The Exorcist 3 a couple of nights ago. And Brad Dourif is in The Exorcist 3. And he just plays one of the best parts in the whole movie. And it's just awesome to watch him. And I was thinking, I'd like to see him in American Horror Story. So Philip Morgan, you and I have the same idea.
Charm. He was a guest star in Charm as a...
He has a very wide resume, it seems like, Chase. It seems like Brad Dourif has like been in everything.
I would love to see Wes Craven come back and direct an episode. Unfortunately, he can't come back from the grave, so that would have been awesome. But Wes Craven.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's your favorite horror director?
I didn't say he was. I would just love. I wish he would have been able to direct an episode.
I like him too.
It's a little too late for that now. But also,
he is really good.
I know Scream is on TV, so if I were Ryan Murphy, I would probably wait to do something like this until after that got canceled, because I think I'm certain season 3 is the last season, because season 2 is going to be the last season, but then they gave it another 6 episodes. So if season 3 isn't the last season, that show, oh my gosh, I don't know how it's still kicking. But
I just want to say real quick, Casey, Cameron, I have not went and checked out the SPC Foundation site. I do apologize. I haven't checked it out. I will write it down to do that tonight. And Omar, I did like your theories. I wanted to actually do them justice, so I was composing them together, and I just did not have enough time. See, this is why I'm not going to have guests anymore on the show, because I am so busy with editing, and then with my kids, I was going to read Omar's theories tonight on the live stream, but I read them, but I did not get a chance to piece them together so I could actually read them to you guys. So
I started writing a long time ago.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do yours next week. Okay.
Sci-fi fantasy based on my life.
Chase, I would like to see that. Like, do you have it out on WordPress or something?
Actually, it's on my computer.
But you don't publish it anywhere or anything like that?
No, but I have so many characters in it. You have no idea. I even have the title too. I changed my name.
Okay.
Yeah, Julian Frank Meyer and his future self. Yep. My few. Go ahead.
I would love to see a season, and like I said, they'd probably want to wait until Scream got off air, but I would love to see a season that was kind of like Scream, because I don't think we've seen a season that kind of would be like that, and I think it would be kind of cool to have a season where it was just a killer, no ghost involved, that more of a like simpler plot, but still have a really good story like Murder House.
So there wasn't like killer.
Yeah. So there wasn't a lot to, get lost on, like in Hotel, even though Hotel's my favorite season. At some points, I was like, where did this come out of? Because sometimes the vampire ghost thing did not click.
Well, they weren't really vampires, actually.
When you say it like that, Casey, the vampire ghost, that sounds perfect. Hey, when you talk about Scream real quick, I wanted to say, Casey, finally Netflix came out with the special from Scream, the television show, about how everybody goes to Blood Island. Well, I didn't know that, okay?
I almost started to watch that.
Netflix has had it out. So yeah, if you guys watch Scream, the TV show, and you didn't see the special that they ran for Halloween, it's on Netflix. Go to Scream the television series, and it's there. It's the last episode of I think season 2.
Season 2. Also, for you fans of Ryan Murphy shows, if you did not get the chance to watch American Crime Story: The People vs. O.J. back in January, February, and March, it will be on Netflix. The complete season 1 streaming tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
February 2nd.
On Kimberly's birthday.
God bless.
Awesome.
And Sarah Paulson's in it too.
That's Kimberly back there, by the way. I don't know why. Margaret, get off of her. Margaret's kind of hiding her with her shit. So Margaret's kind of covering Kimberly back there, but that's Kimberly.
The only poster calendar I have on my wall in my bedroom is like Once Upon a Time.
Do you watch a television show?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? So I
love that.
I hear that's a very good show.
Well,
they had Oh yeah, especially Dr. and Jekyll and Hyde.
You know, the show has gotten worse since season 3.
Well, that's going
But
to happen to almost any show.
but season
I like when
besides our beloved
when they introduce Wicked Witch of the West. I like that part.
It's a very bumpy ride after season 2, but the show has slowly started picking up. And I think everyone can tell because they used to do this annoying thing. Season 3, 4, and 5 would be where they split it. So first half would be like Wizard of Oz, and then that would wrap up, and that would end with a cliffhanger for like Neverland, and then and then every season, half season, they'd like have a villain, defeat the villain. It would be the same cookie cutter story, like for season 3, 4, and 5. Same thing, different villain, different land, but 2 in each season, splitting it off between the winter break and the summer.
I liked when Emma played the dark one.
Yeah,
that
was pretty awesome. And they even went as far as to copy the "We've lost our memory" thing in season 5 from season 3. So season 3, 4, and 5 are kind of hard to sit through, in my opinion, because it's the same thing over and over again, 6 times in a row, but with different villains each time in a different location. But season 6 is awesome because they quit doing that and they went back to like season 1, where it's a different kind of fairy tale story per episode, but there's an overarching story. And season 6 has been really good, so I'm excited to see it return.
Well, guys, Gio wants to know what our favorite horror movies are. And Chase, since you are our special guest, what are your favorite horror movies?
I sort of like them all.
If you were forced to pick one.
Freddy Krueger.
Okay, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's my favorite. And the recent one, Conjuring. Yeah.
Yeah, The Conjuring. I have not seen part 2 or part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The second one wasn't that great. I thought the first one was the best.
The first one, we moved right into this house as soon as The Conjuring came out on DVD, and I hadn't had a chance to go see it, obviously. So when we moved in here, I watched that movie, and yeah, that made it a little extra scary.
So you kind of have the same house.
Well, it's just that I could picture being upstairs, and downstairs I could just imagine it happening, so that's just the one thing that just scared the crap out of me, is knowing that somebody would be clapping, down here. So my favorite.
The only thing that scares me is clowns.
Oh, yeah, clowns suck it. One of my favorite horror movies, obviously, is The Exorcist and Jaws and the Amityville Horror. So.
Well, my dad forced me to watch Chucky, the movie, when I was a kid, and I was scared out of my wits.
Oh my God!
Yeah. And I had nightmares, and my brother had a My Buddy doll, and he kept on moving around, and I told him, Mom, can you send that My Buddy doll to Gina's house, my grandmother? And so I don't want it here. Yeah, it was creepy.
Yeah, I remember asking my brothers if I could watch the Nightmare on Elm Street movie with them, and I was only about 5, and this was in the 80s, and a Nightmare on Elm Street had just came out. And he said, "Sure, I'll show you Nightmare on Elm Street." And I could not go to sleep that night because I was afraid that Freddy Krueger would come up through my bed, yank me down like he did Johnny Depp, and blow my blood to the ceiling. So
I can't believe that was Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I know.
Man. I did not know that.
My sister showed me. What? Oh.
No, go ahead. Your sister?
My sister showed me and my brother, I think it might have been 2012, so I was probably 8, I think. And she showed us the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie that night, and it was really good. It was fun. And then the next night, me and my brother watched the other 7 or 8 of them in the next day. So we got through them pretty quickly.
Bye, Gio. His phone is about to die. Bye.
Get a phone charger.
Uh-oh.
My favorite
I had
Nightmare
mine
on Elm
on.
Street movie was the last one, The New Nightmare.
Yeah, that one wasn't so bad.
I didn't like the new one, though. It wasn't the same about Robert England.
Hey, Ernesto wants to know, guys, if we prefer Roanoke or Freak Show.
Roanoke.
Freak Show.
Man, there's such good qualities to both of them. I guess if there was a gun to my head, I'd say Freak Show.
I had guns pointed at my head when I was breaking in my own house.
Wait, what?
No.
I was a teenager, and at my new house for school area, they didn't know me, and so they pointed guns at me, and they told me to get down on the ground. And my mom was mad.
Your mom
I
was
bet
mad.
so.
Yeah. Yeah. I was scared out of my wits. I almost peed myself.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Absolutely. Case. Oh.
So, Mary.
So,
Okay,
Casey.
situation right here. This is to all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
If Ryan Murphy showed up at your front doorstep and said, I choose you to pick the next theme of American Horror Story, Season 7, what would you tell him what you wanted?
Oh, no, see, that would take a few months of like intense planning and writing, because then I would have to pick the absolute perfect one. But if there was a gun to my head,
Oh no,
and I
you
was
gotta
forced
write it with him. You gotta tell him which one you wanted, and then you wrote the whole season just you and him.
But if I had to pick right then and there what I wanted, I'd say Mortuary.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I would love to see it like, I don't know, maybe Dennis O'Hare and like Lily Rabe are married and they're like run it, and it's in like a small little town, and people like, maybe the business isn't doing too hot, so they start killing people.
Well, which one, what would you guys pick if Ryan wanted you guys to decide next season's theme?
Well, because I know he was kind of tired of ghost stories. So,
Yeah.
but I think they should do a split season of the X-Files in it.
The X-Files. The first like
Nope.
3 seasons and maybe 4 seasons.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then after that, it really wasn't so great anymore, but I still watched because it's still a
That's
good
my
show.
exact thoughts on that show. After season 4, it wasn't that great, but I kept watching, and I don't know why.
Maybe it was because of David Duchovny. I just don't know.
Twin Peaks season 3 comes on this year, and I'm really excited.
I know. Showtime, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
My
Never seen
grandma
it.
watched all the Twin Peaks. Twin
me
Peaks
too.
season 1 and 2 are on Netflix. You should watch them.
I saw them when they premiered on TV when I was a kid. I had no idea what the hell that show was about, though. It scared the crap out of me because it was so David Cronenberg-like. So I would have to.
You ever seen Point Pleasant, the TV series? Remember that?
Oh,
I haven't. I don't think I've seen it.
familiar. It sounds familiar. Point Pleasance.
It's about a devil girl, and she has special powers.
I can't recall. I must not have seen it then, Chase.
It was when I graduated in 2005, so.
Okay, 2005.
Yep.
I binge watch a lot of television shows off Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's on Netflix,
I
might have seen it.
It's not on Netflix yet. I still have it on DVD.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey guys, KL/17 wants to know what our favorite slasher horror movie is.
Scream.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know, right? The slasher.
Scream.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. It's the only.
American Poltergeist.
Scream is my favorite horror movie.
You would have to say Poltergeist, Chase?
Well, it's about Lizzie Borden, and she's a slasher in the house.
He said American Poltergeist, different movie.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's about Lizzie Borden's story.
Have you watched that show, Lizzie Borden, Chase?
Nope. And that was Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I think that's on Netflix. I'm going to see that next time.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Both movies are on Netflix, the 1 and 2 of American Poltergeist.
If I had to pick my favorite slasher horror movie, maybe I'd have to say the oh god, what was I was just watching the it was the one Sorority Row was the remake of it. The House on Sorority Row. That's what it is. The House on Sorority Row. That's got Eileen Davidson in it. She was Kristen from Days of Our Lives, and I think she was on Young and the Restless. But this is when she was a young girl in her early 20s, and it's a
Not
college
like Bloody
movie.
Mary.
Well, it's a slasher movie, sort of like Black Christmas, with Olivia Hussey and Margot Kidder. So I mean, it's kind of like that. It's a slasher horror movie, from the 70s, about a killer killing girls through a sorority house. So yeah, it's an old, great, tense, old music horror movie. Yeah. So the House on Sorority Row. Check it out. I've got it upstairs. I'll bring it next time. So that way you can see the cover. So
that was quick.
let's see. You know, while I was searching, Casey, for posters, because I knew, obviously, I went and counted the votes in the video that I had running for the contest for the poster. And when I just thought, I ordered it, the one that had won. And then I went to look at the other seasons at those posters, and then I saw My Roanoke Nightmare. And I thought,
that's a thing.
I feel like an
wow.
I should have bought that one, and I almost texted Blake to say, "Can I spend an extra $20 on another poster?" But
wait, is this on Amazon?
Yes, it's on Amazon. It was for either 10 or $20. I don't remember because I was angry
Free
at
shipping
myself.
if you have Prime. Free shipping if you have Prime.
Well,
I found one for $5.
The person that I purchased my poster from today was it was one of the biggest posters that they had. Wes Drew said, Wes, honey, Wes, no, guys. Wes is being a little funny guy. Mary is never having another baby ever again unless that kid is adopted. So somebody asked about the surprise. Guys, the surprise was that I have a new book coming out April 25th. Go check me out on Amazon, Moody. I have a trilogy, the Dellengrad trilogy, and then Murder by Alpha is coming out April 25th.
It's a pretty great trilogy.
Yeah, I'm not pregnant, and I'm having another one. And Wes, if you ever say that again, I'm going to ban you forever. Trippy wants to know.
You guys should continue my story for the
What, Chase?
You think I should continue writing my book? Because I stopped in 2005.
Never stop writing. Don't quit writing.
Yep. No.
Absolutely.
Yep. Because I have zombies and vampires and witches and all ghosts and demons too in it.
Yeah, and you know, I had my first book out on a lot of free sites just because I wanted to get feedback. But Chase, there's a lot of places you can go to post your work, and people will read it and they'll just give you pretty good feedback. Now, you do got to get a little bit of strong skin, obviously. But if you can just, take criticism, then absolutely put it out there. It's always good to kind of hear what other people have to say.
One of my bosses from back then, I made him my villain.
Did you really?
Yeah, he asked if he wanted to be a good guy or bad guy. He said like bad guy, and so he's playing an evil wizard. So.
I'm sorry, I was just looking real quick at the comments. Mary, what is one of your favorite werewolf movie? Mine is The Howling. 5, Dog Soldiers, Bad Moon, and I would love to know what is your favorite werewolf movie. I saw Dog Soldiers. Is that the, I think that is the werewolf movie that was shot in the UK. My husband didn't like it very much because he can't understand the accent, but I loved that movie. It was about a bunch of soldiers, it's sort of like army soldiers that were out in the woods for training, and they came about a camp of other soldiers that had been ripped apart by a werewolf, and one of them was still alive. So they found shelter in this woman's house, And the guy that they saved, ended up being a werewolf. So I hope no spoiler for people, but they all werewolfed out. It got violent, it got bloody, it got crazy. And yeah, that was a really, really good.
Is that like Werewolf in London?
No, it's completely
I remember that one.
That was a good movie, absolutely. But this one is completely different. It was really good. So I do have to agree. The Howling #1 is definitely, Philip, one of my favorite werewolf movies, and The Wolfman. I am a sucker for Lon Chaney Jr. and absolutely Wolfman. I am so sorry, Casey. What's up?
Mary.
What?
I accidentally just bought your second book.
You what?
He did.
I accidentally just bought Resurrection.
Oh no, did you, Casey? Don't worry, you can go back and get it refunded.
Oh no. I was looking at the digital one and now it says I've ordered it. And like, I don't know.
I caught your show last night, Casey.
Really?
Yeah. I liked when you said this felt awkward being by yourself at the
Yeah,
Yes, Ernesto, for hashtag free the theme March 26th. Absolutely. Omar, I did see your Golden Girl fan fiction cover. That was amazeballs. Omar does some really great fan fiction, guys. So definitely. He sends that stuff to me, so I love looking at it. Christopher, shout out to you. Christopher Wright, shout out to you. Christopher is also Gomez Power US on Insta. Hey, yeah, I do remember you. Yeah, and guys, we are going to be coming up soon to the show. In probably about 8 minutes, we'll do shout outs, okay? In like the last 5 minutes, we'll do shout out. Yes, hashtag RIP Mary's Closet.
Okay, so if I placed an online order today, how do I cancel it?
Go to your account.
What did I do?
And orders, look up.
I don't know what I did. There's no cancel button. Well, I guess worse that happened because I gave my mom $3.
No, Casey, you can there's a way that you go to your orders and you can cancel the order. You go to your account, like Chase said, and you click on your orders, and it's going to actually show you the orders that you've purchased recently. And you click on the Resurrection one and then click on to cancel the order.
And if that doesn't work, try the seller part.
There's not, but it's an online order, so there's nowhere that says
cancel or refund.
Yeah, there's no.
If you go into the Amazon help section, there is a way that you can do it. I'm positive there is.
And they have Amazon customer care chat too.
Yes. And just let them know I accidentally purchased an online book, and they can confirm that you didn't download it into your computer. As long as you didn't download it,
I don't know, it's tempting.
Well, you already have it, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know. There's the orders. There's no cancel button. What do I do?
Hey, Mary, you remember when I sent you an email a long time ago?
Yes.
When I almost got abducted by a UFO?
Yes.
Whoa.
That creeped the shit out of me. Oh, excuse my language.
No, it's totally okay. You can say that.
Yeah, because my guardian angel told me, like, run. I had headphones on listening to music, and I felt pressure. And that happened in 2012. It's like, and I was close, and I looked behind me to make sure it wasn't following me. It was by the park of all places.
That's insane, Chase.
That was creepy. Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, Ernesto, send me, my email address is marygirlmoody@gmail.com. Send it over to me. I'd love to read what you got. You got to give me some time though, because I'm going through editing right now on Murder by Alpha. And a lot of my time and energy is either going to the channel, Casey, Maisie, Reese, Danny, and Tammy, and the book. So yeah.
Well, maybe you can help me with my book.
Yeah, well, it sucks because I got to start. I have to stop doing
Yeah.
the how to write and publish your novel section
Mm-hmm.
of my YouTube videos because I just don't have time right now. I need to do at least 4 edits of my book in order to before I get the book jacket, and I've got to do that. So
Oh,
it
wow.
just yeah, it take. I'll never feel comfortable about the book until I've gone through it with a fine tooth comb 4 times. So
At least you don't have time travel, and I have that in my book.
I really wish I could like have her mind
Yeah.
little thing, you know, and switch it back.
Well, it's witch's magic, so that's time travel for you. Yeah. It almost sounds like Harry Potter, but it's not.
Yeah,
But
exactly. So anybody who's watching, guys, there is no news right now on American Horror Story. We are still waiting for hashtag free the theme March 26th. And if anything happens, we'll let you guys know. And we are still planning on coming at you on that day to see what we can do about broadcasting the theme. Don't
you know
forget
what
to check
else
out. Oh, I'm
you
sorry.
know what else I think Ryan Murphy should do is American Horror Story: The Shining, the
Like
hotel,
do it at the
another
Stanley Hotel.
hotel series because I like that one with Constance in it.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see
Well,
Feud.
not Constance, Lady Gaga.
I can't wait to see Feud.
Get those two mixed up. Uh-oh, looks like Casey left.
Did he? Oh my
Yeah.
God, I was looking at the shout outs. So he might have accidentally got disconnected. He'll come back. Well, he did that, Chase, real quick. Let
Uh-oh.
me do shout outs. Jennifer Conley, shout out. Mr. Omar, huge shout out to my OG sub. Steve B987881, huge shout out to you. Ernesto says, Mary, what about AHS lame fries, like Fries Electronics? Truth. Guys, don't forget, go over to Fries and see how I trolled them on Facebook. Don't forget to click like on my comments and then hashtag the bad fries stuff. I would really appreciate it. Allison, you have a huge shout out. Tina has she's crippled and depressed. Tina wants a shout out. Tina, I wasn't laughing at you, Tina Roach. I was laughing at Casey because he had that written on his blackboard behind him. So I thought you were just doing something like with Casey. So anyway, shout out to Jamario. So shout out to Tina. Tammy, shout out to you for
Shout out to Macy.
everything. Yes. And Ernesto and everybody, you guys are all awesome. We will be back next Wednesday. And again, Chase is going to be the last special guest star appearing on the show for a little while. It's just going to be myself, Casey, and Maisie. So, yeah, it's just, I'm going to be so busy right now trying to edit my book and get it, make sure it's perfect for publication. And I also got to work on marketing and artwork. So yeah, there's a ton to do to get my book out. So we have the last 5 minutes of the live stream, Chase. Let's focus on AHS stuff now, since Casey,
Yep.
I guess, isn't here. Poor Casey. He'll come back. I can add him an invite. Maybe he's just also trying to fix his
So
corner.
you think Stevie Nicks might come back?
If they do a murder Coven crossover, yeah, that would be great to see her back.
I liked her when she was in there.
I know,
Yep.
especially when she sung the Seven Wonders in the
Yeah, that's
final
good.
episode.
I thought that season rocked actually because it mystery and stuff. Because part of my ancestors are witches and mediums. So
Really? You know, after my sister Kimberly died, I've always wanted to know something. I always wanted to ask her. And in my dreams that I have of her, I ask her these dreams, but I ask her, but she'll never answer me. So I always thought
yeah.
about like, because I have my tarot cards and stuff. I always thought about maybe
Be
going to
careful with
somebody.
those.
Oh, I know. I am. I usually am. I'm very positive spirit. So
Since my mom says never use a Ouija board in the house either.
I have many times. Well, it's the one that I played with when Kimberly was alive. So it's like connected to
Oh,
her. So she and I were the only ones who really used it, and we used it together. So
yeah.
yeah.
Because I almost recently in October. I was at a birthday party and I woke up in the hospital. Yeah, and I felt ghosting behind me, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? Can I be alone?" It's like I did not like that experience. I almost died of alcohol poisoning.
Oh my God, Chase.
Yeah, I'm still here though.
Yeah.
My grams in my last trip from the other side, like she told me it's not time for me yet. Go back around. Yeah. And she's in her 20s. If you die old, you go back to your favorite years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's true.
it's hard to believe on 30 though.
I know. Well, don't worry. I'm going to be 40 here in a couple of years. So, which is, I mean, I don't know. For
and I have a boyfriend this year too. So
hey, Chase, that's awesome. You guys,
yep.
you'll have to vote. Does he watch AHS?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna have him start watching it.
Okay, I was about to say, Chase, because if he doesn't watch AHS, how can you date him? No, I'm just kidding.
I know it's like, but we fell in love in November, so yeah, my first relationship.
I want to say very quickly, Ernesto, everybody is asking about why is your stuff buffering. I apologize, guys. That's my crappy Lenovo laptop that Fry screwed me out of the warranty of. I think now I'm going to start doing the live streams through my phone rather than through my laptop.
It works better.
Yeah, but I can't preset the streams in my events and link them to my phone. I can only do it through my laptop. So I think, I am going to switch it to my phone. So everybody's just going to have to know to be here Wednesdays at 9 for a couple of weeks, at least until I get my new laptop. So, yeah.
remember Jenny in Asylum? Remember her?
Jenny?
Yeah, the one that Arden cut off the legs.
Oh, yes. Shelly. That was her name, Shelly.
Yeah, I thought it was Jenny for some reason because the pastor said Jenny to her. It's like, are you kidding me? He got the wrong name. I was just watching it a few minutes ago, like, and she was starred in Big Love, one of the wives.
Is she Chloe? That's Chloe seven. Oh gosh.
Yeah. She's one of my favorite actresses in the show so far too. And I liked when she played a vampire mom in the hotel.
Oh, that's right. And she was really young, starting in her television shows. So she's been acting for a really long time. Yeah.
I gave up acting in my high school years. Yeah. I wanted to try out for Into the Woods, and I didn't get my lead part.
Oh, did you at least get a part though?
Backstage.
Right. Hey, that's still just as good. Hey.
True. I tried out for Jack and the Beanstalk. I'm tall enough for it.
That's right.
Since I do like to sing.
All right, guys. Well, we have 1 more minute left. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Chase, thank you so much for being here on the live stream.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I sincerely appreciate it. And guys, don't forget that Chase is going to be the last live stream member to be here for a little bit because, again,
And if you want to see more of me, I have videos of my own.
Yes. Did you put a link in the comments?
No, not yet. I don't know how to do that. I'm on the Hangouts.
Oh, no problem. Would you mind, Chase, could you email me the links? And what I'll do is I'll put them into the description of this video.
Yeah.
So that way when...
Some of them I might sound drunk a little.
Oh. And it's okay if you're drunk. No worries. We won't judge.
I was singing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
No worries on that.
I like the back characters.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. It's 10 o'clock. I'm actually very starving, so I'm going to go have a snack. So thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to watch American Horror. Exactly. Don't forget to give myself, Chase, and Casey a like below. We would really appreciate it if you're watching. And guys, thank you again so much for being here. We'll be back next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Beyond the Horror is going to be back this Friday, 9 p.m. There is a link in my channel. So we're all good to go for live streams this week. Thank you guys again for being here. You were all awesome. Thank you.